Stephen Curry probably just had the greatest Game 7 performance of all time, one of the best performances in his amazing career, leading the Golden State Warriors in Sacramento to a win against the Kings in Game 7, leading off with 50 points. A new record in NBA history for most points ever being scored in the Game 7, passing Kevin Durant with his 48 piece that he dropped against the Bucks in 2021. And that wasn't a loss. This isn't a win, and not just a win, a dominant win. The Warriors winning by 20 points, 120 to 100 in Sacramento. The game was very close in the first half, but that third quarter, you already know the third quarter is the Warriors' quarter. We've seen it throughout the entire stint of their dynasty. That third quarter, something about it, they just turned up defensively, offensively, and Steph Curry especially turned up in the second half in general. Steph's final stat line being, of course, his 50-piece incredible display of his scoring ability in this game. 50 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 20 of 38 from the field, 38 field goals, his most attempts ever in his entire career. Also hitting 7 threes this game, also being very clutch, hitting very timely baskets when the Kings may have been coming back a little bit, getting a little run in, and Steph Curry shuts it down completely. And this isn't a game where the Warriors did not really have anyone else going that well. Klay Thompson didn't have that good of a game. He hit timely shots, but he did not have that good of a game. Andrew Wiggins was struggling in the second half. Draymond Green obviously isn't that much of a offensive threat. Jordan Poole hasn't had a very good game all series long, especially this game did not have that good of a game. It was really just Steph Curry out there, but someone we got to give our flowers to, Kevon Looney. That man was a beast on the boards this game, just went completely dominant mode in the paint. Again, what was it, 22 rebounds? 20 rebounds, I don't know, something crazy like that. 20 rebounds, and had 2 other games this series where he had 20 or more rebounds, tying Wilt Chamberlain and someone else for having the record for most 20 rebound games in a series. Kevon Looney throughout the series had 21 rebounds, 13 rebounds, 22 rebounds, 14 rebounds, and 20 rebounds. Absolute dominant rebounding by Kevon Looney, and if it isn't for Kevon Looney's dominant rebounding, they don't win this series. The unsung hero of the entire series, without a doubt, Kevon Looney, and has really been good for the past couple of years for the Warriors, but this series especially, when they needed someone to, combat Sabonis's dominant play style, they had that. And not only with rebounding, but Kevon Looney played great defense on Sabonis the entire series, alongside Draymond Green as well, obviously former Defensive Player of the Year doing that as well. But Kevon Looney might not be known as a defender around the league, but he showed why he is and should be known as a defender this series, locking down Sabonis when they needed him to do that. And Steph Curry, don't ever say Steph Curry and the words aren't clutch or isn't clutch. Don't ever say those things in the same sentence ever again. I don't know if there's still people out there saying that Steph isn't clutch, especially after last year's finals, but this should cement Steph Curry in the clutch category. This man is clutch. Might not be hitting game winner buzzer beaters or something, but the fact that he scored 50 in a winner go home game, that is clutch in itself. Scoring 20 points in the first half. Pretty good first half, of course. Amazing first half, actually. Not just pretty good. Very good first half. But scoring 30 in the second half. When the team needed some offense, Steph brought it, especially in that second half. The game was close throughout the entire first half, but Steph really did expand their lead, where it was to a point where the Kings had zero chance of coming back, and that's all thanks to the chef. But one thing I do have to say though, what a season for the Sacramento Kings. This was an incredible, historical, magical season for the Sacramento Kings, making the playoffs for the first time in 17 seasons, and bringing the defending champs to a 7-game series. Without a doubt, a great season. Even if it ended with a loss, a great season for the Sacramento Kings. And with Harrison Barnes being their only player available for free agency this offseason, they're going to have their same core guys, I believe, coming towards next season. And Harrison Barnes did not have a great series, so it might be best for him to leave, even though he didn't have that bad of a regular season, but this playoffs did not play great at all. So next year should be the same core group of guys, and this team has so much potential. This is just, a Kickstarter for their entire, this Kings stint and Kings era of them making the playoffs and everything. And there should be definitely more for this Kings team in the future. Cannot wait to see it. Just unfortunate for them for their season to end like this, but without a doubt, a success of the year. And with this series win, the round ones are officially over. We have our second round matchups all locked in. we now have, for the first time in NBA history, all 8 seeds with the spot in the semifinals, with the number 1 seed having a spot with the Denver Nuggets, the number 2 seeded Celtics having a spot, the number 3 seeded Sixers having a spot, the number 4 seeded Phoenix Suns having a spot, number 5 seeded New York Knicks, number 6 seeded Warriors like we just saw, the number 7 seeded Lakers, and the number 8 seeded Heat, all having a spot in the semifinals. When you look at every single matchup, every single team in the semifinals, every single team is a different seed. First time in NBA history we've ever seen that, and this is why I love the NBA. This season, or this playoffs, has been so unpredictable. It's amazing to watch. Literally, this championship is up for grabs right now. And even if you're a top seed, it doesn't even matter anymore. The Bucks just got eliminated, Grizzlies just got eliminated. It doesn't matter if you're a top seed at all in this playoffs. If you play your butt off and you want to win this championship, you want to go into the next round, you got a shot, because this playoffs has been incredible and incredibly unpredictable as well. But moving on to the other game that happened today, which was the Heat beating the New York Knicks in New York in MSG. A huge win for the Miami Heat. Now, I didn't watch a lot of this game, but I did watch it, know what happened in the game, was looking at the box score and everything. Just an absolute insanely great win for the Miami Heat, even if it had an ending where you probably didn't want to happen, with Jimmy Butler rolling his ankle, but did not look himself at all towards the end of that fourth quarter. With him really just being a decoy out there, just sitting in the corner on offense, did not really do much, wasn't even guarding that much on defense. Not a good sign. But Jimmy Butler, as we all know, is a dog. He's going to fight through it. He's going to play as much as he can. And he still had a pretty good game with 25 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. A great game out there. Same goes with Kyle Lowry having a great game with 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 blocks. Gabe Vincent having a good game with the 20-piece. Caleb Martin. Like, this team just had an all-around really good game. Bam Adebayo had a pretty good game as well, doing all the little things. Might not show up in the box score and everything. He's not scoring the ball at an efficient clip or a high clip, but he's still doing the very small things and the dirty work that you need. Somewhat like what Kevin Looney did in this game. Bam Adebayo is doing that. And with the New York Knicks, they had a lot of paint scoring in that first half, and in that second half, they locked it down in the paint. The Miami Heat I'm talking about, they locked it down in the paint, and you gotta give a lot of credit to their starting center, the one that is in the paint on defense, Bam Adebayo. But also their individual defense on the perimeter and everything was incredible. The Miami Heat's defense was immaculate this game, and if they can keep it up, we can see an 8 seed making the conference finals. For the New York Knicks, they did not have Julius Randle this game, and with Jimmy Butler rolling his ankle, and he might play the next game, but he won't be himself. Like, without a doubt, those rolled ankles will affect Jimmy Butler. Julius Randle hopefully coming back next game fully healthy. They can win this next game. They have to win this next game. It's not even if they can. They have to win this next game, game 2. They cannot go 0-2, down 0-2 going to Miami. That is a absolute death sentence for the New York Knicks. They got to win this game, and they got to get Julius Randle back. And even if Jimmy Butler doesn't play, which I doubt it, but I believe he is going to play, they still are going to have Julius Randle. The other game that happened yesterday, which I want to talk about real quick, was the Nuggets destroying the Suns. I don't have any notes on this series. I'm just going off the dome because I just have notes for the past 2 games that just happened. But what I do got to say is, it's not looking good for the Suns. I do know that it is a long series. A lot of basketball is still having to be played in this series. But still, the Suns look completely outmatched. The Denver Nuggets are showing why they are the first seed for a reason. Even Kevin Durant said it in his interview. Someone asked, are you surprised about this Nuggets performance or something like that? And Kevin Durant was like, no, like, they're the first seed for a reason. They showed it this game. And for the Phoenix Suns, they gotta step it up next game. But Kevin Durant had a good game. Like, it literally just looked like Kevin Durant, Booker, Chris Paul. Like, that's really it. And that doesn't even get him close, and like at all close to winning this game. Purely because of how many weapons the Nuggets have with Jokic. Jokic was cooking. Jamal Murray was cooking. Like MPJ, Aaron Gordon, KCP. They have so many weapons, while the Phoenix Suns have Torrey Craig coming off the bench, Landry Shamet, Josh Okogie. Like, these are not players that are gonna change the game completely. So for the Phoenix Suns, they gotta have someone else to step up. Kevin Durant had a good game. You're gonna expect that. Kevin Durant's gonna have a good game. Devin Booker's gonna have a good game. Chris Paul might have, might do the little stuff, but he's probably not gonna have an incredible scoring game. But for everyone else on the Suns, not named Kevin Durant or Devin Booker or Chris Paul, they have to step it up. But these second round matchups are looking to be classics. Like the next up series is gonna be the Warriors versus Lakers in the second round. Curry's trying to get his 5th ring. LeBron's trying to get his 5th ring. Right now, they're clashing in the second round. Gonna be an absolute classic. Twitter's gonna explode the entire series. It's gonna be amazing to watch. And I'm not gonna make my prediction here. I'm probably gonna make a separate video on my second round predictions, even though a couple games have already happened. But the Warriors facing off in the Lakers, we already saw this matchup in the play-in a couple years ago, and that game was really close, a really amazing game. Now we're about to see an entire 7-game series on it. We already know LeBron versus the Warriors. He has a history between that team. Now he's on a new squad. Lakers facing off with the Warriors. This is going to be a dog fight, like absolute classic series. NBA is going to make a bag off of this series. Everyone's going to be watching it. Steph Curry versus LeBron in the second round already. We are as NBA fans blessed already in the playoffs seeing LeBron versus Steph. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about the games today and a little preview of the next rounds as well. Gonna be incredible basketball being played. And if you like this video, hit the like button down below, subscribe button, notification bell, so you can be notified as soon as I upload. If you agree or you disagree or you're on the fence with what I'm saying, put it down in the comments below. Be respectful, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.